Hey everybody, Ron here, and I've got a special delivery of some parts that I needed to fix from my crash, like on my second ride that I ever did on this Himalayan. So if you've ever done this, at some point you're probably going to lay your bike down, and the reality is one of the easiest things to break off are your turn signal indicators. So if you want to replace them, 20 bucks, takes a week and a half or so to actually get them here, but pretty inexpensive and pretty simple to replace. So we're just going to walk through. It's going to be quick today. So if you look, the indicator comes in through this side over here. The wires go in through to this bundle. It's basically just rubber wrapped around all of the connectors inside there. So the hardest thing that you have to do on this install is get to this connector right here. This color red is for right and left is green. And the turn signals that I got, the aftermarket turn signals, are color coded exactly the same way. But this is all inside a plastic boot. We can look over on the other side. Here's the plastic boot right here. So it's a little difficult to get to, but you can see that there's a zip tie right here. Well, you may not be able to see it. Okay, there's the zip tie right there. Anyway, so we get that zip tie cut. That gives you access. Then you just roll the boot down. Get to the connectors up inside here. Pop those out. Pop them back in. And then you've got to attach the indicator to the outside, which is actually super easy. Okay, so first thing we got to do is take this off. Luckily, I've already tinkered around with it a little bit trying to fix it, and it was not repairable with my skill level. So anyway, there is a bolt right here that holds it on, the whole adapter, and this actually attaches to the frame on the inside, so there's no nut to have to worry about. It is a 4mm Allen wrench. Pull this out. Whenever that is disconnected, this thing right here just pulls out. You can see that there's like a little hook on this end. It basically hooks in and then you bolt it in, and that's what keeps it stable. The problem with these is they're not made out of flexible plastic like a lot of the indicator lights that you see on adventure touring motorcycles, but this is what we've got. At that point, if you want to pop this off, there is a, let me get it off. There's a little nubby right here that goes into a grommet that attaches to the frame right up inside here. Unfortunately, it doesn't really make it much. Oh, well, that helps a little bit. Turn the handlebars there just a little bit, and you're able to actually see what I'm talking about up inside here. And here we've got the indicator with the same color code. And it's going to go like this. Again, it's got the little hook on this side. It's got the bolt. Comes with a nut. Don't actually need the nut, and I don't know why the head of that prevents it from going all the way down inside the indicator. So I'm going to reuse the stock bolt, which does go all the way down. So again, I didn't pre-do this before I do in the video, so y'all are seeing this with me real time. So anyway, let's reach up inside here. Hopefully you're able to see up inside here. This has just a little connector. You push the one side in. Yeah, so you push on the farthest away part of this little clamp, and it releases the top part, which allows this thing to pop out. We're going to go ahead and snap this back on. Do not put the indicator on without putting it through the holes. Seems like that goes without saying, but it also seems like something I would totally do. Okay, there's a new wire coming through there. Look at that, still got the plastic on the turn signal. How exciting. 4mm on the Allen wrench. Mounts to that bracket. That's easy. And if you notice the way I've got one coming up underneath the accessory bar, the crash bar here, and one inside. That actually is the easiest way for it to give you some kind of connection. There's two different grooves. One of them is skinny, It's a deeper channel. That one goes on the bottom. And then we snap it into place. That's it. So now, the real question. Oh, looky there. My goodness. How cool is that? It is working. So I'm not going to bind that back up quite yet. Basically, I'm just going to put another zip tie right up inside here to be able to, I'll pull the boot back over and cover up all of the connections, because that's what that is to try to provide some kind of weatherproofing a little bit. It's not super awesome, but it's better than nothing. And I'm going to run over to the other side and do that side. So since they're different, I'm going to go ahead and take this side off, because I don't want one round and one square. So that would just be silly. I think that's the square ones are actually the previous iteration. And I just didn't feel like going to the dealership, because it's 47 miles away to my dealership, to get the exact replacement ones, because I don't really care. In fact, I kind of like the square ones a little bit better. And I don't think there's any functionality difference. So the zip tie is right there for this side. It's still intact. I can't actually get to it while holding my little cell phone, but that's the thing that I'm going to snip, and that kind of loosens everything up. Okay, then, so you can see that I got that pulled apart, and it's just right up inside all of this plastic covering, the waterproofing as it is. That comes out. That comes out. If your little grommet comes off, it's not really a big deal. You just kind of work one edge in, and then you can kind of just cinch it back down inside the hole there. No big deal. We're going to run this back through the way it was, so it actually went, and I'll probably change that on the other side. It went around that brace right up inside there, and then back up underneath whenever I took it off. So I will probably make that change on the other side, because I've had that one off for so long since I broke it. I didn't remember that that's the way it came off. Pop that in. The square lights are actually easier. You can get up inside there with your little socket. Now that I'm finally using my socket hex wrenches. All right, here we go for the test drive. Let's see. Oh, look at that. They both work. So, hallelujah. We had a simple installation that was actually easy, and it didn't take me, I didn't have any epic fails in the middle of it that I had to edit out of this video. So, anyway, I'm going to put the link for these blinkers, if you want them, down in the description. Like I said, 20 bucks, not next day delivery or anything like that, but they work, they fit, and I like them just as well as I like the other ones. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, y'all. If you have any questions, feel free and submit those. If you've broken your turn signal indicators before, I'd love to hear about it. Y'all have a great day.